Hey folks, good afternoon, and thank you for tuning into my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about stacking subwoofers. I'm going to talk about how to select the subwoofers, how to place them, and the benefits of stacking the subwoofers. So as you can see, I stack my subwoofers. I have two sets. One in the front, one in the back. These are SVS SB16s, 1500 watts each peak out at over 5,000 watts. Stacking subwoofers basically is placing the subwoofers either on top of or next to each other. And by doing so, it creates a coupling effect, creating a waveform that increases output. So that's basically what stacking subwoofers means. So the first thing is, when you are thinking about stacking your subwoofers, is to decide, I guess, what subwoofers you're going to get, what brands, but more importantly is you need to select subwoofers that are of identical performance, meaning you want to get subwoofers that have the same amplifier performance, same driver size, and you want to select either all sealed or all ported. You don't want to mix sealed and ported subwoofers, and I don't think it's even a good idea to mix sealed and ported subwoofers anyway. You could, but I think you run into some issues, maybe some phase issues. So the first thing you want to do is select subwoofers of identical performance, and it's probably easier if you select subwoofers from the same manufacturer, same model line. That guarantees that you're going to get similar performance. And plus, I think it looks better when you have subwoofers that are part of a model lineup. So the next thing you want to do in terms of stacking is to ensure you have some clearance between the subs. So I'm using the SVS isolation feet. You don't want to sit the subwoofers right on top of each other. Plus these feet, they're rubberized, so it prevents the subwoofers from shifting around. Also, you want to select subwoofers that have both line in and line out. And I think most subwoofers have line in and line out ports. This way you are able to daisy chain the subwoofers like I did. That's how I have mine configured. And basically how you daisy chain the subwoofers is you would run the first line out, subwoofer line out from your processor to whichever sub you decide is the first sub in the stack. In my case, I chose the bottom sub as my first sub that gets the line out signal. Then my second cable, which I'm using XLR cables. So my second XLR cable is, I go line out from the first sub at the bottom to the line in on the second sub. Then my third XLR cable goes to line out on the second sub and line in on the third sub. And I did the same thing for the rear stacks. So once you have the subwoofers connected, you want to obviously run your calibration. You want to level match your subwoofers to integrate them. And the proper way to level match your subwoofers, ideally you want to have them at 75 dB, is they're probably going to be a little hot because of the coupling effect. So when you level match your subwoofers, you want to do them at 1 dB increments each, equally. And if you notice mine, the front subwoofers, I have them set at -27. So you want to do 1 increments dB each until you get to 75 dB. And then you'll run your room correction on the subs because you're summing them together. So you're not running room correction on the individual subwoofers, you're running them on what I call the line array or the stacks. All right. So the benefit of stacking the subwoofers is, as I stated, it creates a waveform, a coupling effect. And the coupling effect increases your output by 3 decibels for every doubling of your output. So example is going from 1 subwoofer to 2, that's 3 dB. And going from second sub to a third sub, that's an additional 3 decibels. So right now I'm getting 6 dB of gain just by stacking the subwoofers. And you may get an additional 3 decibels by the fact that they're placed in the corner. All right, and so with the increased output, you're also getting a reduction in distortion, and you're also increasing your headroom. And how your headroom and distortion increases is the fact that when you level mesh the subwoofers, you're going to reduce the overall output because of the fact that the subwoofers, by stacking them, has an increased output, and your processor is going to want you to reduce them to 75 dB. And the fact that they're now reduced, it means that you can play the subwoofers much louder and cleaner. Additionally, each subwoofer or the stacks are actually, taking on the work individually. So no single subwoofer is doing all the work. So you have the work being split between the 3 subs. So you're getting cleaner, effortless, and higher performance through stacking the subwoofers. All right. So that was basically what I wanted to discuss today. I like the stacks. I like the look. I'd love to hear what you folks think, or let me know if you're stacking yours or if you're thinking about stacking them, and let me know what brands you're considering for your stack. So that's it, folks. I appreciate you tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Thank you. Bye.